Hi, everyone, and welcome to Friday Night Live. I'm your host, Crystal Fry, personal identity coach, transformational communication strategist, and many of you know me as a woman's best friend. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight and being part of the broadcast. We are streaming live on both Facebook and YouTube, and we have got a great show in store for you tonight. So for those of you who are watching live, go ahead and say hello as you come in. As you join, say hello so that I can say hello back and engage with you. And for those of you who are watching in the replay, go ahead and use the hashtag replay and let me know where you are watching from tonight. For those who this may be your very first time joining me live, let me take just a quick little minute and introduce myself. As I said, my name is Crystal Fry, and it is, of course, my absolute pleasure to be here with you and spend a little bit of time with you as a personal identity coach and transformational communication strategist. I help my clients connect the dots between their communication and their results, both in life and in business. I provide support and strategies to help you build a solid foundation of communication confidence and maintain your sense of value and worthiness in the face of adversity so that you can reach the success that you deserve. If you're interested in working with me at all, you can schedule a complimentary 30-minute strategy session by going to bit.ly/CME30. And that is the link that is scrolling there, right there at the bottom. Hey, Andrea C., thank you so much for joining. Hey, girl, hey. It is great to have you on the broadcast tonight. Now, let's go ahead and get started. Our topic tonight is your words create your reality. And I'm actually really excited to be talking about this and sharing this tonight because this is something that I struggled with for a very long time. The knowledge that you are where you are right now, that is a direct result of the words you use, that can be, well, a little uncomfortable. But that's exactly why I want to have this conversation with you because, well, it's better to be uncomfortable together than alone, right? So do me a favor, go ahead and share this video out, start a watch party, tag your friends, and let's really get into this because I feel like this will really support you. Now, I love to talk about things that make us uncomfortable because honestly, it's really the only way that we grow. We don't grow from our comfort zone. So don't be afraid of, getting uncomfortable with the topic at hand. And while I can say that now, trust me, I completely understand the hesitancy to be open and honest about topics that make us uncomfortable because, well, it can seem a lot easier just to stay hidden and safe in your comfort zone. But I also want you to realize that there is so much more waiting for you just beyond that safe and cozy little space that we call our comfort zone. So, as I said before, your words create your reality. Now, go ahead and raise your hand, drop a comment, throw up a heart, a thumbs up, an emoji, something, and let me know if you really believe that statement. Don't be shy. I promise I won't bite. I can't bite you because we're, I thought that would be an amazing feat, actually, if I were able to pull that one off. But this is a safe place, and I value your opinion, even if it's different from mine. So you don't have to worry about anything like that. And let me just say, if you're not a full-fledged believer in your words creating your reality, that's okay too. Just stick with me while I walk through what we're going to talk about here tonight. We communicate with ourselves all day, right? All day, every day. I think we can all agree on that. Your brain is tossing around all kinds of thoughts and dreams and worries and what am I going to cook for dinner and did I turn the oven off and where did I leave my sunglasses all day long, right? Constantly going through communication. And our thoughts are actually our unspoken words to ourselves and maybe to some other people. So when you think about that, when you really take that into consideration, what you think about, you bring about. And so that is the whole reason for our topic tonight, that your words create your reality. Now, I'm not going to get like all hocus pocus on you and start lecturing about the power of manifestation, although I will tell you, I believe wholeheartedly in the ability that we possess to manifest anything we desire. But that's not the point of tonight's show. The point of tonight's show is for you to become aware of and take responsibility for your role in creating your current reality and what you can do to change said reality if it's not the life that you want it to be, if it's not your dream. If your reality right now does not match up with your dreams, you can do something about that. You're not stuck, I promise. So show of hands or emojis or thumbs up or whatever method you choose to use. Who likes to be held responsible for a situation they don't like? I'm just checking the comments here. Anyone like that? Yeah, me neither. Even when you're the one who created the crappy situation, it's highly unlikely that you actually want to own it. True statement. I've created many crappy situations for myself. Never wanted to own any of them. But that's just it. In order to change something in your life, you must first take ownership. You see, one of the greatest gifts that we have as human beings is the gift of choice. We have free will. What we often fail to acknowledge, however, is that everything we do is a choice, including the words that we use. Sometimes we do things without giving them much thought, right? And we usually tend to say that those are our habits. But even our habits, they're still choices. And in case you haven't discovered this tiny little truth yet, I'll share it with you now. All choices have consequences. Every action has a reaction. Every cause has an effect. Good, bad, right or wrong, every decision has an outcome. And most of us understand that concept, right? We learn about cause and effect in grade school. Most of us understand that concept. But when you apply it to your life, most of us don't actually take full responsibility for our choices and the resulting impact that they have on our current situation in life. One of the most powerful gut check moments I've ever had in my life came when I was reading a book by Jack Canfield called The Success Principles. And that lesson was just very simply, you are where you are because of the choices you've made or allowed others to make for you. Now, I want to say that again because to me, it bears repeating. I have to remind myself of this often, just so I make sure that I'm maintaining the right track. You are where you are because of the choices you've made or allowed others to make for you. I mean, just let that sink in. Let that sink in. It wasn't me. That's exactly right. That's a favorite of a lot of people. It wasn't me. It's not my fault. I didn't do it. Not me. That lesson, you are where you are because the choices you make or allow others to make for you, that was hard for me to take in. Because if that was true, then no one else was responsible for where I was or the fact that I hadn't accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. If that was true, I didn't have anyone else to blame, and I was all out of excuses. You want to talk about being uncomfortable? That was not a fun lesson. There is nothing like being called on your own BS and having to make the decision then to stand up and walk in a different direction. It's eye-opening, kind of life-changing too. The bright side, though, is that once you acknowledge and accept that you are responsible for you, you can establish your own accountability guidelines. You can take ownership of your thoughts, your words, your actions, and your decision-making process. Now, establishing your own accountability guidelines is similar to determining your own personal boundaries. They are personal and they are specific to you because it's all based on your circumstance, your life, what you want, what you're willing to tolerate. So I have four. I have four little tips for you to remember while you are going through the process, okay? 1, acknowledge and accept that you are responsible for your thoughts, your words, and your decisions. Really own this. It is you. Do not give anyone else this power in your life, because if you do, you allow other people to make decisions for you and they will write your script for you instead of you writing it for yourself. So that's number 1. Acknowledge and accept that it is you who has power and control and you are responsible for your thoughts, your words, your actions. Okay? 2, understand that you are not responsible for anyone else's choices. You are responsible for your choices, your reactions, but you are not responsible for anyone else's choices. Okay? That was a little bit of a tough one for me too, but you are responsible for you. You don't get to make choices for anyone else. You shouldn't anyway. Trying to make sure that my hair does not get all scratchy on the mic, so sorry guys. All right, number 3. So we did number 1, number 2, number 3. Pay attention to your thoughts and your self-talk and make sure that in the process of that, you are not blaming others for your decisions. And while you're examining your self-talk and your thoughts, remember that your words create your reality. So be mindful about the words that you are using, especially the words you're using with yourself, your self-talk. Be mindful of that. I mean, seriously, if you are constantly worried that something is going to be too hard or you're not going to be able to do it, and that is the story that you're telling yourself, that's what's running through your mind, guess what? You are going to find that activity, whatever it is, extremely difficult. Now, on the other side, if you are facing a new challenge and you're looking at it head on and you're like, yeah, I got this, then guess what? If you're excited about the opportunity to learn and grow, even if it is a challenge, you are way more likely to come away from that challenge with a positive experience. It's all in your mindset. And ladies and gentlemen, our words, which are our internal thoughts, drive our mindset. Now, number 4, give yourself some grace and stay consistent. This is a practice. Like many other things in life, you do not suddenly arrive and you all of a sudden now have master over all of your words. You just don't. It's a practice. Every habit, old habits have to be unlearned. New habits have to be forged. It is a practice. So it takes work. You get better the more you do it, right? Just like with anything else. But I want you to make sure that you give yourself some grace. Should you slip back into some bad patterns with your speech or some bad habits with your words, give yourself some grace. Recognize that, hey, you know what? I don't talk like that anymore. And then stay consistent. Continue to be intentional. Continue to be intentional about the words that you are saying to yourself and to others. Andrea, you're exactly right. We certainly can be our own worst enemy. I know I was my own worst enemy for a lot of years. I put there were so many self-imposed boundaries that I was afraid to cross and decisions that I would not make without first consulting the imaginary opinion of a lot of other people. I say imaginary because I never asked them for it and they never gave it to me. I just made up what I thought they would think. What I thought they would think. That has some serious weight behind it. Sadly, serious weight behind it. So those are the 4 things that I want you to remember as you're kind of going through and trying to figure out, understanding that, yes, my words do create my reality. And if my reality is not what I want it to be, here are some things that I can do. So go back over that. You can watch it in the replay, acknowledge, accept that you're responsible for you. You're not responsible for other people's choices. Pay attention to your thoughts and your self-talk, especially your self-talk. I cannot drive home how important your self-talk is. And then give yourself some grace and stay consistent. I have a note up on my wall back over there. You guys can't see it. It's on the other wall. It says, persistence equals success. I need that as a visual reminder for the days when I don't want to do what I need to do, for the days where I'm tired and I don't feel like it and I don't want to show up. I have that up there as a visual reminder to myself that persistence equals success, because that's what I need. So if that's what you need, put it up on your wall somewhere. Put it on your bathroom mirror. I wrote on my bathroom mirror, anything is possible, because I need that reminder sometimes too. I have lots of great, big, huge ideas. And sometimes the little negative self-talk comes back in and says, Crystal, that's way out of your league. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because if I had the thought, if I had the dream, if I have the desire to do it, it's not out of my reach. It's there for a reason, for me to go do it. So, my friends, that is all that I have for you tonight. Don't forget to like and share this video, and make sure that you are following me over on Facebook on my business page, and subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you will not miss any of the new content that's coming out. I'm here every Friday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, bringing you nuggets of knowledge to help you be a better you. And again, thank you all for joining me tonight. And until next time, I am Crystal Fry, personal identity coach, transformational communication strategist, and a woman's best friend, helping you connect the dots between your communication and your results so you can get from where you are to where you want to be. Have a great night.